What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. It is your boy, Crunch Feats. And I am once again logging on for Honkai Impact 3rd Part 2. I hope I did not call it Star Rail in the last episode. We're being attacked right now by a silly spider Leer. I'm going to call them spider Leers. The spider chandeliers, basically. And for those that remember last week, we're now awakening Sarah. Your eyes, they captivate me. Such a breathtaking color they hold. Please stop. The bookworms. Strangely, they perceive you as a threat. Hang on, let me just check. I hope I haven't done what I did last time, where the start and stop button just kept getting pressed. Looks like no, I've got away with it this time. But fret not. I'm willing to unify with you. This is a beautiful area, I must say. Look at it. A great library. I love it. To be fair, I do love libraries in different games. Like the library in Final Fantasy XIV, for example. Absolutely adore that one, honestly. Yeet! We'll get this one. Alright, fine, we'll take you out. Just because you're asking nicely to die. When they ask nicely, we'll do them the favor. In fact, squish. Squished with a hammer. I'm gonna hit it with a hammer! Your voice is very enchanting as well, yes? Only that I cannot hear it yet. Fear not, once we unify, we shall be one. You shall be me, and I shall be you. Does she perceive the world outside solely through her Shu powers? Also, ew! I do not wish to become part of a young adult. Thank you. So I'm gonna have to just decline. Your scent. Can it be the aroma of lilacs? Or perhaps lavender? Well, even if it's a secret of scent of the swamps, it matters not, does it? Soon my fragrance will be yours. Again, Sarah, trap tricks. Plants! No, no sound this time. So, did that mysterious Miss Sarah have anything else to say to you? Yes, she did. But it was mainly creepy shit, so don't worry about it. It's just somewhat strange. Dreamseeker relayed what he had heard to the group. That does indeed sound like Sarah's manner of speech. But don't worry, she's not a bad person. She just won't gobble us up. Probably. What do you mean by probably? Oh, come on. It's been ages since I last saw her. Behind us? Since it's called the Six-Pointed Lanterns, there should be 6 of them, right? The remaining 2 lanterns. Ah, there they are! Finally! I see 1. Something about the arrangement of these lanterns. Just like they're practically beckoning us here. Well, we'll cross that bridge when the time comes. Let's just push on. Just make sure to keep your wits about you. And hey, if things really get worse, we still have the Shu of gadgets to save the day, right? At last, only 1 lantern remains. What's this? Just like the taste. That'll have to wait until after the union. Is that Miss Sarah's voice? Don't worry, you'll find what you're looking for. That's right. Please open your mind. Wait, that doesn't sound like the usual Sarah. We need to get out of here fast! I think it's a bit late. Uh-oh. We're unified! Join us, lonely child. I have memories span more than 1,000 years. Words in the air shall fade away into the air. Light and shadow, fire and ice, everything will vanish within itself. Only the union is the air on our lips, in the breath we take. What was that voice just now? Wait, what on earth is going on here? Kurona, I'm glad you haven't been united with Sarah. Otherwise, I would have been left all alone, not knowing what to do. United? What about the others? Did Senna fall for it too? Just now, I realized something was off, and tried to get you all out of here quickly, but it was too late. The array arm perception setup requires the true intent of escape to work. With their thoughts now one with Sarah's, that array is useless. For now, maybe we should carry them out of here first. Then figure out a plan. Shh. Someone's coming in from outside. Oh, perception. What's happening? I'm not sure, but I know we have an enemy. Donig didn't even make as much of a whimper. Good thing I put a tracking spell on it, which told me that it just got scared half to death. Someone came in. There's no sound? They probably know we're onto them, so they're stalking us, stalking out the entrance to corral us. If we show ourselves now, we'll be walking right into their trap. Let's stay put here. Once they move away from the entrance, we use the array to retreat. Everyone in there, I know you can hear me. I didn't want to spill blood here, but you've already messed with our foundations. This is what my duty requires, so I hope you won't resist. That way, I can give you a quick death. Is that Lantern? Oh, she's saying that this is seriously as a heart. She's as serious as a heart attack. This is bad. You just explain things to her? The 7 Shus have always been loosely knit. We were barely an organization, and given London's temperament, when she decides on something, there's no turning back. She's probably pinning Duranga's mess on us too. Our perception just said Duo got scared half to death, so it probably didn't dare make a sound, let alone owning up to its screw-ups. With her in this state, if we show our faces, we'll probably catch a bullet before we can say hello. We've got to figure out a way to leave first, then explain everything when she cools off. Not planning to come out, huh? Clock's ticking. You have 10 seconds left. 10. 9. As the forbidding countdown echoed the empty rooms, you felt your breath quicken and your heart pound. The only consolation was that she was counting rather slowly. There was still time, as long as you could. 10 and 0. Eat lead. What? Who counts like that? Lantern, you... The chase is... Oh, I love that she has a little bandage on her cheek. Is that like a gun bow? What has she actually got there? Impractical heals. Hoyo loves their impractical heals. She's looking right at you right now. Shit, we're now fugitives. Again. Bad dog. Let's go. We need to find a safe place. Finally made it. I guess we'll have to lie low in oxygen for a while now. Seriously? It's not supposed to be my turf. Sorry, it is supposed to be my turf. But all the trouble today is it was turned your oxygen to my new home. Wait. The only reason we used the Anchor compass before was because of Senna. Perhaps has Senna regained consciousness on your end? Unfortunately, not yet. Which means she can't help you activate the Anchor of Apocalypse right now. And Duo, with its power sealed, can do it with outside help. Does that mean we're stuck here? Fear, true fear. At the very least, Lantern you saw, a fellow Shus. So as long as Song can talk some sense into her the next time they meet, history might not repeat. I might be able to patch things up with her, but I'm not so sure about Krona. Indeed. She might decide to take you out first, then question Song and Duo about why they were with you. Don't panic. Since Lantern completely ignored Duo just now, there's at least one turf that's safe for all of you. Turf? Alright, turf! Such a simple logic, follow me! Where the fuck they going? Don't forget to jump! Oh, I like doing the lighting the cannon mini games. So, why here? This is the longest turf, so Lantern wouldn't just barge in uninvited. Oh, you might not know this yet, but Lantern is a stickler for rules. If it's someone else's turf and the owner hasn't given permission, she's less likely to go and get all set for a massacre like earlier. But what about Seraphim's turf? That's because Seraphim appeared to put Lantern in charge of her safety. That's just how the world works. Sometimes a simple word can make the difference between life and death. So, are you planning to stick around here until those three regain consciousness? Sounds like the easiest plan, right? Very well then. I'll prepare the joint burial for you two. You might not be able to comprehend this. Breaking free from the Shus of Union's control on one's own takes at least a century or more. Huh? To be more precise, according to my calculations, the half-life of this Union is around 2,500 years. Until then, I can only keep those three in shadows. I stand by here. Fine. It appears you two aren't exactly thrilled about being buried together just yet. In that case, I'll try to stabilize the communication signals here. At this point, only Oxy's technology might help you. I'm gonna blow my nose, I'll be right back. Thanks to Song's visit account, Shen quickly grasped what went down at the library. So even though you've left the library, they still haven't regained consciousness? If we see this almost obsessed state through the lens of a hive mind, it's clear that Sarah's power is overly far-reaching. After all, this is long. As for the details of Sarah's power, I'm not too clued in. Among the 7 Shus, perhaps only my master, Falima, can help. But given the current situation, if we search for them, it'll only make matters worse. Regardless of the obstacles along the way, the act of continuing awakening the other Shus itself will only incur Lantern's hostility even more. In any case, how about our Data Research Institute's approach a shot? Oh? The Data Research Institute, true to its name, is a gold mine of data. Funny how this counts as a blessing in disguise. After you left, we received reports of multiple anomalies in Oxia City. The 11th incident went down at a chain store called the 668 Emporium. The security cameras there clearly caught some strange shadows wriggling in the walls at multiple angles. The Institute extracted the features from this valid video sample. Lately, amid the sea of holographic data, we pinpointed something solid for you to all. The barrier-breaking candles. And after we put the article inside the London organization, unveiling the truth through the source matter and kept it extracted, we found the file that Cronus should have received on his terminal by now. Box of memories in time. Evacuation point 156-41433. A new material that you've never seen before. Who would have thought that reconstructing barrier-breaking candles would help you find clues about the 7 shoes in your exploration of the source matter? What a pleasant surprise! Forget the name, it's just a serial number. But as an extension of the barrier-breaking candles, it holds more information on the Shoe of Union, and might just point us in the right direction. So, it's that box of memories in time. As things stand, if we don't continue going against my master, we're never breaking this deadlock. Remember what I said? My master was super protective of that box. Touching was a big no-no, even for me. Who'd have thought that we'd be crossing the line multiple times in a single day? Back in the day, my master would have chewed us out and would have had us scrubbing toilets all day. Scrubbing toilets? If it helps center on everyone, I'll do it 1,000,000 times over, wouldn't you agree? Fair point. Alright, let's do this. Our perception, I think we're ready to risk it all. Let's activate it. Song. Huh? This time, there was no possession, and no mysterious voice either. After all, the information comes from the box of memories in time, so it's actually different from regular live data. Oh. Song, over there! Look, it's another you! Miss me? Oh, miss me? Big Sister Q! Q, got any surprise snacks for us today? Spoiling the surprise takes the fun out of it. Dive in and see for yourself. Snowy bean paste and stir-fried prawns? My favorite! Thanks, Q. Why is it that you went to fewer parties this month but brought back even more stuff? Not every party's worth my time. I can't just lower my standards, right? With so many parties out there, I gotta pick and choose wisely. Just a couple days ago, I accepted a commission from a prominent family. Once this deal goes through, you guys can have some snowy bean paste and stir-fried prawns every day. Wait, it's not Lady Falima's family, is it? Bingo! Whoa, Q, you're awesome! Alright, you've got your treats. Now skedaddle. With me around, everything's gonna be smooth sailing. Okay. Bye, Q. Later. They say clothes make the man. Who would have thought the outfit that I've been itching to ditch would become my trademark one day? Song you. No biggie, just a moment of reflection. We'll have our moments of nostalgia, don't we? And those snacks, just a little post-party treat. Can't let a good food go to waste, right? Actually, I was getting at was the present time seems to be aligned with our recent encounter with Falima in your memory. When she, as a shoe, was enslaving others for her power, rather than fighting off monsters and disasters. Oh, now that you mention it. So, where do you think Seraphim might be right now? You asked the right person. I'm practically a regular at the Muta Aid Society. It's a group formed by people who worship Sarah back in the day. Finding Sarah herself? That's like trying to catch a shadow. I'd swung by hoping for a free meal, but never once caught a glimpse of her at those gatherings. I actually only got to know her later on. Maybe she was just avoiding me back then? Not a chance. Come on, don't be so blunt. At least leave some hope for Crota. Go by what you're saying. This record's good as useless. I didn't say that. In fact, there might still be some vital clues tucked away in the Mutual Aid Society. Then why'd you call me out like that right now? Just calling a spade as always. God, my inability to read is really kicking up today, so I do apologize ahead of time, guys. Who's that behind the lantern on the right there? There's someone behind that lantern. Here we are, the Mutual Aid Society. Looks like the usual crowd's gathered. Let's move in closer and see what they're talking about. Oh, it's Lantern! Song, look. Over there. What? Lantern? Let's get out of here right now before it's too late. Isn't this just a memory? Shouldn't it be safe? Oh, right, yeah. Sorry, my bad. Bad. I panicked and it completely slipped my mind. Based on the investigation report left in the room, this is where you last went. The girl twirled her pen in her hand, letting it dance between her fingers until its tip precisely touched the final words on the report. With a soft sound, the gradations of the pen quickly darkened by the ink to a tricky value. The ink is dry for 3 days now. Although you occasionally ventured alone, this time it took too long. She sighed, returning both the investigation report and the pen to her belt. Then retrieved a monocle from the same spot. After a brief adjustment, she glanced over to the group not far away. They gathered around like a campfire and radiated warmth and happiness. Ghost Eye, Noberto, the auction house, Marina the mixologist, and even old Yon from the machine shop. Looks like the society has some serious allure. Scudder, could you be one of them? Does she actually have the wonder bag on her waist? Correct. It's a storage belt. A standard organizer for all Lantern members. Bingo. What you saw how the pen worked in action. Let's just talk about the monocle. It happens to be one of the Lantern's go-to gadgets. Simply put, it highlights whatever the wearer focuses on. If Lantern uses this discerning gaze to lock onto someone without any obstructions, the target will appear as a vivid red figure in her vision, and if it's an object, it still stands out. No wonder she can detect us in the darkness. Like a pair of night vision goggles or something. Seeing it like this, we better replicate one of them for later, one by one later, just in case. Yes, prudence is a virtue. Norberto, do you know Scudder? Ah, the man seemed dazed from it before snapping out of it. Are you talking to me? Yeah, do you know Scudder? Sorry, there are just too many people here, I'm blanking out. In that case, you've seen a man in his 40s, bearded, with scars on his face, and heavily dark circles under his eyes. He was here 3 days ago. Still can't remember, because, you know, everyone feels the same here. After receiving this vague response, there was hints of impatience on Lantern's face. Don't worry, if there's person you want to find, I'll help you. But please give me some time. Very well. Please do think it over carefully. She's being surprisingly polite right now. Yeah, only right now though. Huh? Courtesy first, violence later. That's Lantern's approach. But from what I know about her, she only adheres to courtesy in the beginning. Have you seen a man named Scudder? In his 40s, beard, scar face, heavy dark circles. Was here 3 days ago? I haven't heard of him. I just joined them in Mutual Aid Society yesterday. Oh? Then have you met Seraphim? Oh, you mean the High Lady? Not yet. But my guide says, as long as you wait piously, the light of union will shine upon you. But go on, have you seen Scudder? I haven't. Huh? It's you. Are you trying to join the mutual aid society too? It's okay if you haven't seen him. I thought Scudder was a regular here. He mentioned this place a few days ago, so I wanted to see what's so great about this mutual aid society. You know, at my age, the two things I'm most worried about are dying, and the person who's always been by my side dying before me. Now I think about it, everything started because of me. My fears came back to shadows, which harmed Ting. If I'd been a little braver, would things turn out differently? The old man closed his eyes and tears began to trickle down his face. I'm a coward. I wanted to die when my wife could lack the courage to do so. I wanted to escape Hammer Street but couldn't bear to leave my child and grandchildren behind. In the end, the only thing I could do was sit in my rocket chair counting the moldy spots and stains on the ceiling. But now, everything's different. You understand? Dogs and cats, cats and dogs. Lemon and limes. All I know is that good for them. Here, tranquility's within reach. Hope is abundant and everyone I meet is known as Ting. No, they are Ting. Otherwise, who else would chat by a miserable little man like me and forget my cowardice so graciously? Because of them, I'm no longer alone. And once I've found warmth and love, all I need to do is close my eyes for a silent feel the blessings brought by the Union. That's how the Mutual Aid Society is and everything it brought to me. Do you understand? Thank you. I see it now. Have you seen Scudder? No, I haven't. Say, since you're here, do you want to learn about the mutual? Before the man could finish his words, she swiftly moved behind him and pressed the barrel of the gun against his waist forcefully. Imagine a bullet churning in your stomach before you scream. Good. Now you can you remember seeing a middle-aged man with a beard, scars on his face, and dark circles under his eyes? The man's name is Scudder. I really haven't seen him. Think carefully, okay? Or you can take me to Severum, your high lady. I'll take you to the guide. He must know where Severum is. The guide. Are you planning to deal with me like you did with Scudder? No, Mom, you got the wrong person. I remember now. I'll take you to him. Wonderful. If you dare play any more tricks. Tricks? What do you mean? Tricks are actions that are hard for others to notice. I see. Seems like I've just been doing that all along. Sorry, I got lost in thought again. Please follow me. Is this Sarah taking over? Speaking of which, Seraphim. She's already appeared. It could be more obvious. See? I wasn't lying. However, with Scudder's current state being clear to us, the suspense in his memory has diminished quite a bit. See? Scudder, are you okay? The man named Scudder did not respond. Scudder, do you want me to stop killing with more killing? Would you prefer I drag you away? He remained silent. So she raised the gun. I'll give you 5 seconds. 5. Song. She won't shoot, will she? If she were to shoot, how could Scudder still enjoy his retirement on Amber Street? How much longer are you going to stay silent for? Seraphim. I've been talking to you this whole time. What's with your so-called mutual aid society? It's the name people around me gave to our home. I think cult is a more suitable term. Why? You know exactly why. Unlike Scudder, I brought enough tools. All of them, in fact. Whatever trick you've used on him, it's best you won't do it before I count to 10. If you're worried about time, I've already made everyone stop for the time being. 6, and the next is free. It seems you really want to take Scudder away. But does Scudder want to leave? Right now? You clearly care more about yourself. You're misunderstood. I've never forced anyone to join my union. And when everyone was making their decision, I didn't play any tricks. They all joined voluntarily. I need proof of that. Proof, huh? So, would you like to join my union? You make me sick. But if you don't join our mind, how can you know Scudder's faults and persuade him to go with you? You see, you think the union is a bad thing, but I see it as the exact opposite. Everyone who's joined your union is that miserable state. They're like walking corpses, a fate worse than death, and you call it a good thing? Worse than death. If death could really offer us a better life, what do you think everyone would do? Avoid at all costs, or eagerly embrace it, at the very least. Shouldn't we face it calmly? That is what a man from the Mutual Aid Society said. You understand what it means, right? Are you saying that this is Scudder's choice? What on earth is he thinking? As she complained about the trouble her colleague caused her, she took out several items used to leave messages and tracking from the gear belt. She approached Surfron after everything was set up. I'm ready. Then, welcome. Yes. She dead. But not dead, you know what I mean. As the dazzling white light faded, the two people and one artifact departed from the salvage data. It ends right here. It's like reading a manga that's reaching its climax and finding out the author's about to kill it. You should consider yourselves lucky. At least the time of the mission doesn't deprive you of the courage to get involved. True. It's called another form of death. Although we didn't say how it went, we at least learned the methods and the result. In reality, Scudder is still doing just fine. Just follow Lantern's process again. First enter Seraphim's consciousness, then persuade the United Seraphim, Coralie, and Helia inside. And the union will be done. Yeah, exactly. Chrono's companions will all be done too. I'll have arm perception put you on mute if you keep saying things like that. However, I agree with Duo this time. Considering Lantern's character, I believe if she believes that awakening Seraphim is our goal, then before that happens, winning her prey to come to her is less effort than patrolling around. Even if we know how to do it again, we'll probably have to face Lantern's inquiries and pursuits again. Honestly, I prefer Lantern as a companion rather than an enemy. I really don't want to confront her. Because she's a formidable opponent? Oh, it's more than that. Generally when fighting, everyone will make sure they're safe before attacking, right? But Lantern isn't like that. To ensure the effectiveness of her attack, she can play dirty and even premise them on getting hurt. It's besides that kind of combat style makes her value physical training. Exercising demons with a punch and disfiguring humans with a slap. That's how good Lantern is. In that case, let's prepare for both scenarios. After listening in for a while, Shen calmly interjected. It seemed that no matter how the situation developed, she was to always remain unruffled. Song perception. Can you prepare a persuasion method in advance? Chrono must have gained new insights on studying the materials. As for Duo, you stay here. Remember the Shus who can walk between worlds. With you as a trump card, I can also join the battle and help everyone if needed. Come on, you're just a researcher. What can you... Hard to say whether it's under a spell or it senses strange power, but the foul-mouthed dog suddenly fell silent. Fine, why do I care? I think you underestimate the Shus too much. But since your scholar is so confident, then let's go. We'll never know until we try. Why do I feel like you're getting even meaner at perception? It must be in your head.
セナたちはまだ目覚め
Sen and the others haven't shown any signs of regaining consciousness. We must
今は
work
俺
hard.
たちが
now.
行こ
Let's go.
よろしい。
Alright,
準
we'll
備
set
で
off
き
when you're ready. Lantern, are you there?
返事が
No
ない。
response. Looks like she's gone elsewhere. Great, just great.
う前に灯さなかったラ
We
ン
still
プ
have
は
one lantern left to
あ
light.
と一つ
そう。
Yeah,
でもその時
Senna and the others were already in the
絶望されてる
union at the
状態だ
time.
ったし
And with Lantern relentlessly chasing
あ
after
か
us,
り
we
姉
couldn't
さんが理
continue.
由もでも今は
But now we can
安
safely
心
wrap
して
things
終わ
up.
らせて
念のために
Just in case.
バックド
I'll
アと
prepare
や
a
ら
plan
一つ
B.
用意しておこ
The watchdog isn't here,
う。番
but
犬
it's
はいな
better
い
than nothing.
そうだな
Okay. Good. Having all go smooth. Oh my god, she has light up hair.
夢追い人早く洞察眼を使って
盗撮眼だと小賢しい真似を。千里眼を使って次の柱の方向を決め、攻撃が弱まった後に素早く移動するという。
どうしてさ
Ah! Ow, 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 ow.
本当に手加減してくれないんだな。
つまり小弱はとっくに逃げる準備をしてたんだな
うちは勘が鋭いからね。
Yeah. Okay, this is good. I like this.
最後のランプまであとちょっと
焦らずに落ち着いて。セナたちを助けないとうまく相手にできないから。
Try and catch me!
夢追い人
Okay, I loved that. Oh, the last lantern was underneath. Whee! The first flicker of flame from the lit lantern instantly dispelled the darkness, shrouding everyone. It was so indiscriminating light that forced lantern had long been in the shadow to stop attacking. It wasn't because the intensity of the light overwhelming her. It's because the only thing responding to her gun's muzzle were the faint glow of the gadget and two empty pairs of eyes.
一歩遅かっ
You're too late.
た。彼らはもう
They've
セラペ
entered
ウムの意識
Saffron's
に入っている。
consciousness. Hi, Mom. I'm on TV. Ugh,
頭
my
が
head's
クラクラする
spinning. Huh?
誰だ
Who's there?
うち以外
Me.
誰も
Who
いない
else
だ
could
ろ
it be?
まったく
Jeez.
あん
It was
た
impossible
が
to
どう呼
wake
んで
you.
も起きてくれなかった
I
の
thought it was just you delving into the
だからあん
union.
ただけが結
Well, I was
論の
left
口
waiting
に
in the
入って
pitch
て
dark place.
つまり
So,
こ
are
こ
we
はセラ
inside
ペウムの
Saffron's
意識が
consciousness?
ない
どういうよ
It's more like a fragile
Well,
illusion,
I'm
or a
alright,
layer of
yeah.
dust clinging to the surface of
時間の
consciousness as
流れと
time
一緒に
passes.
そんなに確信
How
を
can
持って
you be so
話してるって
Well, while you were sleeping standing up, I tried to deal with the shadows myself, but my blows were like hitting cotton. Completely
でも
useless.
それは綿を
Maybe it's
殴
because
るみたいに
art perception
何
isn't
の
here.
役
じゃあ破傷刀
Have you
は
tried
試
the
した
barrier breaking candles?
持ってるけど
It's on me.
あんたも言っただろ
As you said, it's
それは
on you.
暗闇の中で
I wouldn't lay hands on another person in the darkness. That's just not something I would do. Lewd.
小弱って
I didn't know you had
そう
such
い
a
うこだわり
decent
がある
side.
でも
Well,
それなら
we shouldn't delay any
早速
longer.
試
Let's
してみ
try
よ
it quickly.
三里の霧100年の塵九死の明かりが戦勝を破る
Nothing can escape my light. Green Lantern's might. Huh? Are
ど
we
うして
still in the
図
library?
書館のてっきり
I thought we
例
might be
えよ
facing
うのない
something
空間を見
indescribable.
のか
何を
What are you
考えてる
thinking?
のセラは
Most of the time, Saffron lives in the library. Perhaps that's also reflected in her abilities.
ここの雰囲
While
気
the atmosphere here is much cozier
が
than we
想像して
imagined,
あの幽
those
霊みたいな
ghost-like
もの
things
は
are very eerie.
あまりにもあ
maybe they're the consciousness that Seraphim unified with.
でもそう
Kind of
なる
think
と
of it. I haven't seen anything resembling Senna and the others yet.
見かけない
Viewed from the opposing standpoint, my friend, your words are even more horrifying.
すごく
Oh,
まあ
forget that. There's no point in
跡
scaring you.
形もなく
Let's just hurry and find someone.
どれどれ
Let me see.
比較的
The ones that look more
人間
human
らしい
should be a good
そいつはどう
choice.
かな こんにちは
Welcome, friends from afar.
合言葉の
Welcome to
住
the
みかへ
haven of love.
ようこそ
合言葉
Haven
で
of
す
love, not the Mutual Aid Society?
君たち
それは
That is essentially your
100
title.
年前
つまり
So you are...
外にいる
Outsiders usually calls me the guide.
私
If
の
you have
ことを
questions about the haven of love, feel free to ask.
あんたは
They're quite
結構親
friendly.
切だね
Not like the lady outside. She would rather snap at us.
ここの人たち
Everyone here is friendly.
どなたも
And everyone who
親
wishes
切
to
ですし
understand or join the haven of love is
合言葉
welcome.
の住みじゃあ
So, what makes you the
なんで
guide?
あんた特別当番制で
It's a rotating responsibility. The procedure was decided by everyone a century
100
ago.
年前だって
The idea is that with my appearance, I wouldn't scare anyone interested in newcomers.
ここまで話したことだ
So,
し
could you please take us to see Senadina, Helia, and
それと
Coraline?
コラリン
ご友人と
Whether
一
you
緒
wish to
に
stay here
こ
with
こ
your
に残る
friends or just take them back to reality,
彼女たち
you need to leave the shadow
現実
consciousness
に
and enter
戻
the
る
deep
場合
union state. Huh?
じゃあ
Is there a way to take them out without entering the deep union?
彼女たちをすぐに連れて行く方法はないの
Give me a second, guys. I do need to look at my some bits in a second. Just getting some very important messages through, so I do apologize.
すみま
I'm
せん
sorry, but that's simply not possible in the procedures that everyone's decided.
そういった何か心配事
If you have any
が
concerns that are ready to leave to make other plans,
別の
we
方
won't
法
stop
を
you.
考え
However,
た
let
い
me
場合は
remind you, the longer you hesitate, it'll be harder to persuade them.
説得
Persuade them?
はい
Yes, because everyone stays here
自
voluntarily.
らの
少女君
Song. Well, I think it's not wise to rely on a single person's opinion alone. Before making a decision, why don't we ask the others for their thoughts? Welcome, friends from afar. Looks like you're still troubled to embrace the deep union. The conversion between you and the guys become common knowledge.
噂は
Word
瞬
spread
く
like
まで
wildfire,
広
huh?
がセラと一緒
We
に
didn't
影
expect
に
that
現
besides
れ
fighting
た
the
と
shadows
思
with
って
Sarah, you'd also enjoy sharing chit chat and joy with others. I see. So, you thought those of us you knew were busy bees like a hive. Conception. Asked her question, do you believe there was love between a couple?
愛がなければ
Without love, they
恋
wouldn't
人
become a
になん
couple,
てな
would
れ
they?
てないだ
Exactly, I had, sorry, I should have forgotten that person's name. But in the past, I had a beautiful relationship. Because of love, we were together day and night. Because we were together day and night, we cultivated love. But here, love isn't a reason, nor a consequence, but rather ambiguous. Like air and sunlight, in depth and breath. It far surpasses everything that person gave me. Its sweetness attracts from those with sweet teeth, like the guide, like my former self, like your companions. From this perspective, we are all manifestations of a hive. We are mutually connected, like honey, that knows no distinction between what's yours and mine. Huh?
少女君あの人が言ってた
I'm gonna have to leave it here real quick. I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna keep the recording going. I just do need the bathroom desperately right now, so I'm gonna be as quick as possible. Please bear with me 1 second. I will be back ASAP. Sorry about that, everyone. So, Song. Sorry. You had to excuse me for a minute there, Song. Sorry to keep you waiting. What do you think about what we just said? Song, what's wrong? Nothing. I'm just pondering how to explain the risks of entering the Deep Union to you. Huh? You must have noticed in their examples, Severum isn't a queen bee, rather the hive itself. To unravel this giant web woven from honey, the only solution I can think of right now is to offer something sweeter. But to do this in a hive that seems to have a numbing effect? No, that's not right. Song, you should know Lantern better than I do. She rescued Scudder from the Union. But, do you really think she's capable of offering something sweeter to Scudder? Right, I saw her doing things. Must be different from mine. I understand now. Don't worry, leave it to me. I'll ask the flames because I can. Yes, I've decided to. You okay? Yes, I've made up my mind. Song, looking at this game, I don't think this level needs two people to pass. I'm grateful that you've kept me company this far, so from now on, I'll do it alone. Do you remember how it felt the first time you crossed the street alone? To me, the fear of having to be cautious and scared is no less than walking a cliff tightrope between two cliffs. Fortunately, it's different now. You've crossed the street with me. Thanks for your weird analogy, Song. Well, making strange jokes is also one of my specialties. Since this is what you both want, please close your eyes and let your thoughts accompany me. Only then can I lead you to where they're located within the books. Books? They are avatars, representing each of the united individuals, and also the ferry that will eventually accompany Lady Severum to paradise. So, every book in the library is... Let's not dwell on it too much. Anyway, let's go. As you wish. You closed your eyes, letting your thoughts sink deeper until they were completely immersed in the vast consciousness called Severum. This place was damp and warm, permeated with comforting aurora. You heeded the warning, steadily sinking, while actively ignoring all temptations around you. You're even more convinced about why Lantern was the only one who could rescue Scudder. Finally, you reached the first location. I must remind you right now, you're still sinking. To ensure you can navigate through different books, please hurry and don't get trapped in one place. Okay. Helia! Krona, Song, I knew you'd come. Well, we didn't want to see you turn into a babbling wisp, so here we are. Thank you for your concern, but That's okay. Just say what's on your mind. Okay. How should I put this? It'll take at least several decades to become what you call a wisp, which is like humans gradually aging and forgetting the past. And even if I reach that stage, becoming a wisp, I'm bound by the constraints of an aging body. That might not be a bad thing. No way does she really think like this. Helia must have been influenced by Severum's power. She would never say such things before. But looks so worried. It's really nice here, see? As she spoke, Helia conjured up a transparent glass sphere with numerous numbers floating inside of it. In this fantasy store, any effort can be transformed into tangible numbers. As an adventurer, I can clearly see the changes brought about by every swing of the sword, and every journey. But in the outside world, I can only wait silently before the change occurs, not knowing when it will happen and unsure of how far I am from others. More importantly, this is just one of the vast collections in the library. Because I'm united with everyone, I can get into another book at any time. and no one will be angry at me for intruding in their lives. Here we are one.
でも
But
図書館の
books
方
from the
は
library will
いつか
eventually
読み
all
終え
be
る日だ
read.
そんな風に考
On
え
this
る
scale, the happier you are, the more likely the future will be empty.
その日が来るま
The
で
day is still very
ま
far
だまだ
away.
時間があ
Do
る
you fret every day about your
あん
morality?
ただ
確かにそんなことはしない
Even an immortal can die in an accident
不
after
老の
all.
生き物
Why are you suddenly saying
どう
this?
して
別にだって
But what I'm really
本当
curious
に
about
気にな
is,
ってるのは
since humans are bound to die, what's the point of becoming
強くなる
stronger?
意味なんだ
Chrono, why are you suddenly...
君が世界
Even
最
if you're
強になった
becoming
と
the
しても
strongest in the
そ
world,
れが
so
何だ
what?
って言うんだ
Once your eyes close, there'll be nothing anyway.
それに
Also, you're living in such a safe place right
君はこんなに安全な
now,
場所にいるんだ
where
よ
no one needs your
誰も
protection.
君のまなのに
But you still want to be an adventurer? Isn't that foolish?
本当に
Ugh, why are you humans from Earth so foolish?
夢追い
Chrono,
人
you think Lantern rescued Scudder by...
すみません
I'm sorry, you've lingered here for too long. I need to...
はい
Alright, let me say something my way.
ヘリア
Helia,
あんたは
you said you're an alien, right?
こんな
Not some
変なとこで
old
作って
country
る田舎者じゃ
bumpkin
な
like
くて
us lot from here.
早く思い出して
Don't
よ
forget they're an experienced Valkyrie, an A rank. What?
あんな
Guy, I haven't finished talking
話
just
を
yet.
結構与えま
I've
したよ
actually given you more than half a sentence's worth of time.
中にとどまるタイプ
Are
を支
you
払
willing
っ
to
て
pay
で
the price for staying inside
最後ま
to
で
finish that
話をしたいん
sentence?
はいはい
Alright,
そ
fine.
れで
話を戻
Anyway,
そう
I think Coralie must be
コラ
here.
リーは
この雰囲気は
It feels like the
大
atmosphere
き
here
な
isn't much
変
of
わ
a
らないみたい
moxie.
だけど
Why could Coralie
ど
be
うして
attracted
コ
to
ラリ
this
ーはここに
place?
そうだね
Yeah, why?
久しぶり
Long time no see.
うん
Probably not that long
そん
actually.
なに経って
After
ない
all,
かもしれない
every word you said is still echoing here, even now. Coralie pointed to her head.
不思議で
It's quite magical,
少し
but
うるさ
also
い
a bit noisy. If it's not too noisy, how about you leave with us?
まだダメ
Not yet.
これは私
This
が
is the
入った
90th book I've
19
entered,
冊目の版
and the consciousness of the 90th person. When I entered the first and 14th book, I noticed something strange in
1冊目
Shadow
と
Light.
10
競争意識の中でも
We've seen them in
そう
the
いう
Shadow
存在を
consciousness
認め
too.
た
私が今まで
Based on my
観
current
察してきた結果
observations,
によ
they
る
don't
と
share themselves,
それは自
nor
身
do
で
they
共
accept
有する
others.
ことも
They're completely different from the
他人
other
を受け入れる
consciousness
こ
here,
とも
yet
なかった
they still accepted by Sephiroth.
ここしかもそれぞれ
They even have the
勉強
freedom
を
to
行き
travel
来する
through
自由を
various
持ってる
illusions.
そう考えるとそいつらはセラペウムと何か特別な
In
つ
this
ながり
case,
を
they
持って
must
る
have
のか
established
も
a
しれない
very special connection with Sephiroth.
持ってくれ
Wait a minute. Do you mean...
その通り
Yes. I want to use them to directly contact the slumbering Sephiroth and
眠
wake
って
her
る
up.
すらもちろん
Of course, if we can also figure out this place's structure, how it came to be, the relationship between the shadows and the source
別
matter,
の力の源を
and
はっき
the
り
source
さ
of
せられ
Shus
たら
power, that'd be even better.
ついでにが多すぎるよ
Don't you think that's too many things to do?
あなたたちの心配はわかる
I know what you're worried about.
時間に
I'll make good use of the time and
意
find
識
the
が
answers
浄
before
化
the
される前に
consciousness
答えを見
converges.
つけるよ
You don't need to resort to the same tactics you
あ
did
な
with
たたち
Helia.
もヘリどうしようよ
Now, Krona, she heard us.
あった
I got it! So-song.
ところで
The most powerful one that summons Shus must be this
7術の中
Sephiroth,
で
right?
一番
Huh?
だって
Coralie said there's a knowledge about everything here.
コラリーが言って
It must be much stronger than your master's box of memory
少
in
女の
time,
師
right?
匠の
Well, I can tell what you're thinking right now, nerd. This is ridiculous. So ridiculous, I can't stand another word coming out of your mouth.
確かにセラ
Sephiroth
は
has a
こんな
remarkable
にすごい
library,
図書館を持って
and
る
it definitely can't be compared to my
新
master's
章の収集
collection.
品同じ7
Look,
律同士
although we're all
全然
Shus,
違うの
there are many
うちの
differences
コーバ
between
さんの
us.
差を見ただろ
Do you see the gap between me and our
セラ
perception?
の師匠
The
の
gap
差は
between Sephiroth and my master's
うちら
mind
よ
is
り
even
も
greater.
セラの中
Instead
で
of
必死
desperately
に探
searching
す
within Sephiroth,
師
it's
匠
better to
を
wake up my
目
master
指
and
す
talk to
数
him.
分話した
As the
方が
leader and the
ずっと
strongest of the
有
seven,
益だよ
you should prioritize him.
あかり姉さん
Lantern
ここ
went
に入
deep
って
here to rescue
セラ
Scudder,
お
right?
じさんを助け
If
た
it
と
were
ころ
my
を見た
master,
だろ
there'd be no need for him to take action
師匠だった
personally.
ら
Sephiroth would have
そもそも
been
手を
spit
動
out
かす
whoever
必要
accidentally
さえ
took
な
off.
かったよだから早く
So
その
stop
作業
whatever
を
you're
止めて
doing. If Lantern refuses to
今
listen,
のあかり
we
姉さ
can
ん
go
は
and
う
wake
ち
up
の
my
弁解を
master.
聞いてくれ
For any warning, the two of them started plummeting again. When they regained their footing, the scene before them gave them a serious case of deja vu. It was as if their previous experiences were nothing but a dream within dreams. What?
俺たち戻ってき
Why
た
are
の
we
か
back here?
戻ってこられ
でも案内人はいなくなったし。
Senna, wake up.
あれ
You
私
You
を
came
探
for
して
me?
くれて
We can't just leave you in a place like this, can we?
セナ
Connor beefed Senadina about everything that happened shortly before.
なんだか
Sounds like I
みんなに
caused you a
いっ
lot
ぱ
of
い
trouble.
迷惑をもう
When
入
I
った
got
わけ
sucked
です
in earlier, I thought, since I'm already here, why not find the owner of this place and have a chat with
吸い込まれ
her?
た時に思ったの
I have to make something out of this,
そうじゃ
right?
ないまさか
I didn't mean to
外
let
に
you
いる
take so
あな
much
たた
risk
ちがそこま
outside.
でリスクを負った上
Hilly
に
and Coralie were
ヒリア
even
と
affected
トレリンま
mentally.
で
Well,
別に
it's
セナのせい
technically
じゃな
not
い
your fault.
そ
So,
れで
did you
彼
find
女
her?
を見つけ
Maybe
見
yes,
つけたかも
maybe
しれない
no.
し
The deeper I delved into her consciousness, the heavier my head felt.
だって
Then my
彼
eyes
女
saw
の意識
you.
の奥そう考えてみ
I
る
think
と
along these lines, could the
私たちが
librarian
いる
be
図書
a
館
book
自
that
体
represents Saffron herself?
一理あると思うよ
That makes sense,
でも
but
正直
honestly, I'm
に言うと
curious. Well, Hylia and Coralie were affected to some extent. Why do you appear so casual and unaffected? Maybe I'm just
私
gifted?
に特別な才能がある
But
か
I'm sure I'm not as impressive as Krona, who can come and go without being affected at all.
それに
And
私は
I'm
もと
quite
もと
content
今
with
の
my
生
life
活
the way
に
it
満
is.
足してるし
I don't need Miss Saffron to offer me anything, I guess. Okay.
そう
笑わない
I'm
でよ
not joking. The people here are very friendly, and staying here makes me happy, but I can't tell where the friendliness and happiness comes from.
そのまるで根っこがない
They're like flowers without roots. Although they formed a beautiful garden, they can't even withstand a light breeze. I think that's why Saffron collects them with
セ
her
ラピオンがそれを
consciousness.
彼女は
Perhaps she's protecting these souls in her own
そ
way?
の魂あの子らしいね
That sounds like something she would do.
残念だけど
It's just a shame that we were
今
all
までの
dragged
2
away
回
by
は
the guide before we
話
could
が
finish
終
our
わる前に
conversation.
案内人に追い出
I
さ
wonder
れ
if
ちゃった
Helia and Coralie could break
ヘリア
free
と
from
コ
the
ロリーは
influence of the
自
union
分
by
の力に
themselves.
都合の
My god, I need to stop yawning.
た
Even
と
if
え
this
今
goes
が
smoothly.
順調でも
Whether the guide will
案内
release
人
them
が
as
ちゃんと
promised is
約
also
束通り
uncertain.
に回復
へえ
Didn't expect you to be so confident about our bond, Krona. Can I make a bet with me?
私みんなが
I bet
無事に
everyone get out of
離れる
here.
かどうかそしてその
Then
ために一緒に 戦おう
結合がまだなら
Whoop!
覇気がちょうどいい
俺たちも本気を出そう
あかり姉さん今日のことはどうか根に持たないで大根発
Bonk.
ロックオン
Okay, so she has a regeneration effect. But she has a shield we need to probably break. What's interesting is that hair color change she has.
そこまでさあ
どこまでだ
終わりを告げようか頭をこっちにまずいいつもの攻撃はそもそも彼女に効かないよ何その変なチート能力は
今
覚えて
別れの時もういいあの世に送る
So this is gonna be our second cross bow character at least.
541
I do like her hair color, honestly.
やっぱり目覚めたんだ
Oh, you're awake.
セラペウム
Saffron. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like a young
あかり
Bronia
お
looking
姉
one.
ちゃんお願い
Lantern,
も
please
う
stop
やめて
now, okay?
目覚めた
I
か
didn't
らの
expect you
第
would be
一
plead
声
for someone as
誰
soon as
か
you
のため
woke
の
up.
言葉だと
あかりお
Cute
姉ちゃん
design though, cute little kind of like
彼女たちは遠くから来たお
almost more of a
友達だよ
religious like take design,
こ
like
れ
a
以上
goddess.
戦い続けたら
Lantern, they're friends from afar.
きっと
If you
誰か
continue
が
like
怪
this,
我しちゃ
someone
う
will get hurt.
私は
I don't want to see anyone in pain.
みんなの苦しそう
Please don't tell me what's going to happen to Griso is going to happen to her. So Griso actually, well, she actually kills herself when Cosma decides to die for the cause. Griso makes it that she dies as well with him. So I hope that doesn't going to happen here. I see.
あかり姉さん
Lantern, While the outcome of combat remained uncertain, it appeared to be the best result for Krona and his companions. Faced with the new sudden appearance of the Shoe of Union, the gratitude of having a narrow escape was all that remained in one's heart. Sarah, you're like our savior! Song, why are you hugging me? Sorry, I got a bit carried away. I'm also excited to see you and Lantern again. Actually, we have another acquaintance here. Ajita? I'm actually at best 1/5 of Ajita, so call me Perception is more appropriate. Oh, I see. Sure, Perception. Well, the old friends have been reunited. Now that you're fully awake, it's time to properly introduce you to our new friends from Lang. Song, you don't have powers like mine. You still managed to unite so many people. That's really impressive. When it comes to making friends, I do have some skill, but you're way off of describing it. Forget it. You'll understand when you're older. Anyway, Sarah, I'm more interested in knowing if there's any other solutions for Oxy's predicament. Actually, I was constantly thinking about that when sleeping, but I could only come to one conclusion. The conclusion I agreed upon by everyone here, even though I've lifted the curse of 10 Faces of Misery for everyone. You mean we won't see hallucinations of the 10 Faces of Misery ever again? Has the ability of the Shoe Union. If you're cursed by the 10 Faces of Misery outside, just return here, reunite with her, and naturally you'll be cleansed and safe. However, to ensure it stays that way, everyone must remain reunited with me forever. In that case, we'll probably need to resort to the old method. Agreed. Do you want to gather the 7 shoes again to replicate the feat of separating the world a century ago? Wow, very smart, Coralie! Oh, sorry, I got it wrong. Yes, that was resolved many years ago. It's unrelated to our current situation. But looking at it this way, if we really want to gather the shadows spreading out over Oxia back into Manku, all of us must be present. However, that's nothing. Everyone needs to work hard to awaken the remaining shoes. Meanwhile, in the Falsehood Island. Oh no. Heavy chains crisscrossed, tethering the breaths of the one who's bound. As Sephram awakened, another chain snapped. Now the chains were only sustained by the last two a slumber. Lantern, did you fail to catch up in the end, or? Well, fortune and misfortune are intertwined, and destiny is unpredictable. Let's witness each other's destinies. He's shackled to the shadows. Oh my god. Why don't you seem as happy as the consciousness you've made? And why do you seem a bit lonely? Senna, are these your feelings? Yeah. I don't know how to answer. In my view, so long as we act in line of everyone's desires, they'll feel happy and loved. Meanwhile, because I'm constantly united with everyone, I also receive the same thing. So, the procedure the guide repeatedly mentioned doesn't stem from your personal desires, but rather the consciousnesses? Sounds like I don't quite agree with the approach either. I'm not smart. I only know how to live with everyone through opinion. Bees come together to form a hive, grains of sand come together to form the earth. And knowledge coming together brings us closer to happiness, closer to truth, closer to love. That's quite incredible. Anyway, thanks for your answer. You're welcome, Senna. To be able to receive love from the outside world, you must be much happier than me. Oh, poor child. She has my respects. See? You can no longer control your own fear. I'll give you one last chance. Submit to me. Hello, Falima! And join the others to celebrate my name.
私の名を称えなさい。
Oh, there she is.
結合の問題は一時的に
Chrono reported to Shen about awakening Sephiroth, the Shoe of Union, the battle with Lantern, and Song's old method. How interesting.
ちょっと
Hey, don't take it so lightly. We almost didn't make it back.
来られない
I doubt it. Ever since I started giving you physical checkups when you were little, I knew how capable you were. Oh, you even needed to wear diapers back then.
ちょ
Please, Shen.
おやおや
Oh dear, are you embarrassed? Yeah, I would be too.
はい
Alright, I'll stop teasing
も
you.
うからかわない
There's still a crisis we need to resolve.
だから
So, about that old method.
昔の方法
Reuniting with the Seven Shoes to replicate the feat of separating the world
100年
essentially
前の
again.
世界分離の
What
偉
order
業を
did you plan to
再現
do
す
it
る
in?
ことだけど
小弱はどう
What do you think, Song? You're asking
え
me?
うちもちろん
Of course he's asking you. You're one of the seven, aren't you?
それに
And your
長者の
suggestions
ア
have
ドバイスは
always been
いつも
useful.
役に立ってる
I feel a bit embarrassed with you all saying that.
訂正する
Correction, Song isn't embarrassed. In fact, she's quite satisfied with the feeling of everyone
みんなに
complimenting
ち
her.
やほや
Art perception! What are you babbling about?
でたらめでは
I am not babbling.
それに
And because convincing other shoes might be exceptionally difficult, Song is currently having second thoughts.
飴とムチの両
If you
方
don't go hard on her, she might not want to return to Long and potentially fight Lantern again, or be harshly
明かりともう
disciplined
一
by
度
her
死闘を
master.
繰り
Perception!
うちがこっそり
Even though I thought that to myself, you shouldn't tell everyone like that.
本当
So
に
you
そう
did
考
think
えてたんだ
No, I didn't. Perception, she just thought I might think that because we used to be together a lot. Anyway,
今ならたとえ火の中
now
水
that
の
we've
中で
practically forced her into the corner, she's not able to run away.
クラリ
Grella, you're hilarious. So to some of the difficulties we're about to face,
これ図書館でのちょっとした
whether
間違い
it's the
も
mistake we made in the library or the impulsive glimpse we had to the show of pleasure,
少なくとも今の
at
俺
least
た
for
ち
us,
に
the
とって
power of the shoes, or rather their unique way of
あるい
manipulating
は
shadows,
彼らの
all
影の
remain
特殊な
elusive.
使い方それに比べる
Compared
と
to that, it's actually
人間
easier
の時
to
み
a
たいに
duo.
ストレートに
At
やり
least
合う方
he
が
is frank.
まだ対応し
What do you know? Haven't you heard of nothing stands a chance against absolute force? You have no sense of taste at all.
なるほど
The duo thinks
つま
we
り
should
論
prioritize
文
making
は
up songs
小弱
master
の師匠を
first.
言う
Assuming you can accomplish that.
それ
や
Don't
めて
say it
よ
like that.
別
It's
に
not
師
like
匠
I'm
が
afraid of my
怖いわ
master.
け
It's
じゃ
just
ないけど
his situation is.
私が代わりに説明し
Let me explain for Song.
小弱の師匠は
Song's master is in the foundation of
残
the
りの
seven.
6人を全員目
If
覚め
the
さ
other
せる
six don't fully awaken,
彼は空の
he won't be able to
自
escape
身
the
を解
cage
放
in the
でき
sky.
たとえ彼が囚
Even if
人ではなかったと
He's
して
not so-called prisoner.
その話の理屈
I
が
do
よく
not
わ
understand
から
the
ないんだ
logic behind your statement.
術の力は
The
全
power
能
of the
な
shoes
す
isn't
めのもの
inherently
では
good. Even though the
たとえ
seven
七術が
once
かつて
saved
老
the
朽と王家を
places,
救ったと
that
して
doesn't make them selfless heroes.
みんなも気づいている
You
と思
must
う
have noticed that their powers
術
are
の
usually
力のほとんどは
dangerous.
かなり危険なもの
Song might be an exception, but that's
正直
only
は
because
例
she's
外
the
かもし
shoe
れ
of
ない
deception.
それは彼女が
Without the ability to back it up, her power is virtually
十分なも
worthless.
とで
カクおばさん
Our
なんだか
perception. Why do I feel like you're targeting me today?
考えす
You're
る
imagining it. I'm just a gadget
私
out
は
to
余
fluish
計な感
emotion.
情を持たない話を戻すが
Simply put,
簡単に
Song's master has made several vows for himself back then.
自
And
身
unless
に
the
いくつも
superpowers go
戒
at
めを
control,
課した
go at control rank, he who
術
wields
の
the most
力
dangerous
が
power
老朽
will
で
not
暴走し
awaken.
今のドニグルが
Even though
人
Duo has mastered the sacrifice,
私が器具として
I
数
can
えら
barely
れ
be
た
considered a gadget.
み
You
んな
can't
が
wake
協
up the
力を目
pleasure,
覚めさせられ
then
ない
everything's just talk.
全ては再び世界分離
Whether
を
it's the
行う
world reseparation or
単
simply
に巨
seeking
岩の
help from
術
the
に
shoe
協
of
力を
falsehood.
求めることも
Since you can't reconcile with the lantern yet, you'll have to challenge Falima's masquerade corridor first.
なるほ
I
ど
see.
つまり
So by saying all this, you're basically just stating that we have no choice.
ああ
Yes,
わかった
I understand.
それじゃあ
So Chrono,
いいけど
will you be willing to lead us again to awaken another
そ
shoe?
の事故の件はすでに
This is far more difficult than ordinary tasks.
難易度をはるか
If
に
you don't feel up to it, we can sort roles, and you'll provide support behind.
私と交代
It
して
should be relatively safe.
方法で
あ、
I don't think that's necessary. Because I'm actually pretty good at this kind of investigation. It looks like I
私の
worry
思
too
い
much.
過ごしだって
Yeah.
あなた
As
の
long as you have
自信と
confidence and
根性がない
determination, everything will
どん
be
なこと
fine.
も問題にならない
Hello there, Lucina. How you doing?
それじゃ
So, that's for the
作
first
戦
step
の第
in
一
our
歩と
operation.
して夢追い人
Greta, if you're ready, you can
準備
return
が
to
で
the
き
line with your
たら
friends
仲間た
and
ちと一緒
start
に
your
老朽に
search
戻
for
って
the shoe
探索
of
を始
pleasure.
めて
あ、
Sure.
俺は
I can leave
いつでも
any
出
time.
発できるけど
Everyone?
おや
Oh my. As the saying goes, die with a loyal friend. We're comrades after what happened today. There's no reason for us not to let go. As the saying go again, good things happen to
出陣転生
good things happen to good people. That's right, good things happen to good people. And where there's a will, there's a way. Now, for those that are watching this over on the YouTube channel, unfortunately, we've come to an end. For those on the stream, please stick around as we will be continuing on with the story once again. But for those on the YouTube, this is Country's Arcadia Nightwork. Signing out. Have a lovely week.